So, mi primera pregunta sería, ¿de dónde eres? Colombia, ¿nacido allá?
Sí, nací.
Okay. ¿Cuántos años tienes acá?
28 años.
Okay, 28 años. En esos países, por ejemplo, en Colombia, en otros Latinoamérica, se celebraban con holidays como el día del lanzamiento, el día del pavo, que le llaman, o Halloween, o 4 de julio.
No,
¿Se
no.
celebran allá?
En esos países no se celebra ese tipo de días festivos, primero porque pues, no se tiene memoria de que haya existido un momento en el cual de alimentos, y cuando encontraron ese alimento pues le dieron gracias a Dios y se acordaron de que Dios existía. Y Halloween, por ejemplo, en Colombia se celebra como el Día del Niño. No ha existido una celebración que lleve ese tipo de nombre. Quizás en la actualidad la tomen en cuenta de esa manera, pero porque comercialmente a nivel mundial pues ya se convirtió en muy común en que por internet te des cuenta que vende determinado país que celebra Halloween, entonces ya compras artículos de Halloween. Entonces como comerciante llevas productos de Halloween y lo llamas Halloween.
What is the motherland?
It's called España, the motherland, but I really don't know why, you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you heard that, you know, España is the motherland.
Yeah.
Spain. Okay. Do you think that the American dream is really good, you know, the Hispanics, because there's a whole bunch of problems in the Latin countries. Do you think that the American dream is for them?
I look back, like, with my parents, like, it was a dream to come here and get better. And, like, now what they have their own business and stuff.
Now, do you trust in America?
A little.
Shalom, my name is Gedaliah, and to my right,
Brother Leon.
Now today, I'm going to be speaking about how Hispanics have been assimilated to America and how our ancestors were assimilated by the conquistadors. And we can prove that with the Bible and with history books. Because you so-called Hispanics, you're the Israelites of the northern kingdom of Israel. Now read Hosea chapter 7 verse 9.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 9. Strangers have devoured his strength.
Strangers have devoured his strength. Who are the strangers? 1492, Christopher Columbus, Hernan Cortez, Ponce de Leon, all the other conquistadors that took over this side of this planet. They devoured the so-called Hispanics' strength, the real Israelites. What is the strength? These laws. Because when you read in the Bible, these laws, keeping these laws, was what maintained us on top of this planet, controlling this whole planet. Read on.
Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not.
So the so-called Hispanic doesn't even realize that his strength has been devoured, that these traditions were imposed on us. We were never Catholic. In the interviews, they already admitted that the indigenous were never Catholic, that they were imposed by the strangers, which are the conquistadors. Read on.
Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not. Yea, gray hairs are here, and they're upon him, yet he knoweth it not.
So gray hairs grow up old upon the Hispanics. We don't even realize. There's many of us in this Latin America, many of our grandparents get up to 100 years old, amazingly. And we still think we're Hispanic. That's amazing. With all the history and books on our true history, we still think we're Hispanic. And we're still in Catholicism and all these other vain traditions. Now get me Psalms 106, verse 35.
The book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 35. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
So we learned their works. What works? Catholicism. We were killed if we didn't celebrate all their traditions, because Christianity pushes Christmas. We never celebrated that. And we're still assimilated celebrating Christmas, thinking it's the birthday of Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, it's about Nimrod. But we learned that. That was imposed on us. Why are we bowing down to a statue that was imposed on us? Why are we believing all these folklores? Because it was imposed on us. We learned their works. by force until we were willingly begging them to teach us. We're assimilated so bad that when you see the end of poverty, what's the end of poverty? In the Catholic Church, you have the more pure-blooded native indigenous people on the floor, separated for the lighter ones, sitting on the floor, and this woman is still begging to pray to a statue, a piece of rock. So now give me Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17. As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
So we've been watching a vain nation, trying to get help. Why do illegal immigrants, so-called illegal, coming to America? We're coming here for help. We think our life is going to be grand when we come here. But this help, this society, it's vain. Why? Because our strength, we're weak. We don't follow these laws. That's why we're the bottom of society. That's why we're called minorities. That's why we always live in the worst conditions, whether any side of the planet. The majority of us chase this American dream that is vain because we think we own our houses, we think we own our cars, we don't know nothing. Yeah, that's right. Your parents don't know anything because America can easily take it all away. And they don't even have to pay you for anything. Now give me Lamentations 5 verse 2.
Lamentations chapter 5 verse 2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Our inheritance! I asked in the people in the interviews, who do you think North America and South America belong to? They said, some of them said, oh, they were beating around the bush, but the majority of them admitted it belonged to the Hispanics, so-called Hispanics, the northern kingdom of Israel. But what?
Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens.
But our inheritance has been turned to aliens. Who are the strangers again? The Caucasian race, those conquistadors that came over and took our lands, that ravished our women, took our identities and gave us false identities. Well, read it again.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens.
So they call us aliens, trying to come to America for help. But what does the Bible says? That they're the aliens, and they call us aliens. Now give me Romans 12 verse 2.
Romans chapter 12 in verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. What does the word conform mean? To be assimilated, to be taken up mentally, to be absorbed into a macro culture. This American society, this Eurocentric society, this Eurocentric education, or everything. We've been absorbed.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
So renew yourselves. Realize that you are the true Israelites of this Bible, and that we need to return to these laws. Read on.
Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
What is the perfect will of God? Our strength. These laws, this Bible. That good news that we are the Israelites, the true and only children of God. And you bow down to that white image of Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, it's a portrait of Caesar Borgia. Prove to me that Christ is white. I want to find out that thing. Where in the Bible does it say that? Because according to Revelation chapter 1, 14 and 15, he was a black man. According to Daniel chapter 10, verses 5 and 6, he was a black man. So what are you talking about? That proves that you've been assimilated.
Right.
You've been learning lies all along. You've been raised to believe these things. You've been raised in assimilation. But you don't even acknowledge that. You don't read. So ask yourself, have you been assimilated?